is the Team Clear Coat podcast. We're two friends finally doing something about our obsession with cars.
We're probably not doing it well, but it should be fun, and we might actually learn something along the way. I'm Dave.
And I'm Ian, and this is our show.
Ian.
Dave.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. We have a lot to talk about.
We have so much to talk about. I'm Dave.
We have a lot to talk about. Oh, I'm Ian.
This is a Team Clear Coat podcast, Ian. Let's talk about some stuff. We've been all up and down the Front Range of Colorado.
That's true.
In a foggy day.
Yeah. We got actually invited to another press thingy.
I know.
And it was with FCA for Ram and Jeep.
Yep. Fiat Chrysler automobiles.
Uh-huh. And so we got to drive, there was 3 pick-em-up trucks, of which we drove 2.
Yep.
And 2 Jeeps, both of which are pretty exciting. We drove both of those.
Yes.
So which one you want to start with, the pick-em-up trucks?
Let's start with the pick-em-up trucks because, let's see here. So let's kick it over so people can see the pick-em-up trucks that we drove. All right, that's Taffy. There's the Ram representative talking about the stuff and the trucks and the stuff. Okay.
Yep.
So, for the first time in my entire life,
Yes.
I drove a dualie pickup truck.
You did, which is frankly adorable and baffling.
Right.
That it was the first time ever for you.
I know. Being from Missouri, you think it would have happened before now?
Yeah, how have you gone this long without driving a dualie?
I'm surprised I wasn't born in one,
Right.
being from Missouri. Yeah.
Right.
We were talking to one of the Red Line employees there who's from Oklahoma, and she said her first car accident was in a dualie.
Fitting.
Yeah. Right?
It is easy to hit shit with the dualie.
Right?
Just like minor scrapes and whatever.
Yeah. I was a little scared.
Yeah.
Because of how wide it felt to drive.
Yeah, it's driving a huge truck like that. This was the
3500.
The 3500 Ram.
Yes, and for anybody who doesn't know, dualie is the pickup truck that has 2 wheels on each side on the rear.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the 3500 Ram with the dualie, it's enormous.
It's a big truck.
But the thing is, it's a weird mix when you're driving one of those trucks without towing anything.
Right, because you've driven one a bunch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've spent some time in one.
Right. And you feel, because you're sitting up really high, so it sort of masks speed, but you're always very aware of how big it is. So you always feel like you're going too fast for the thing. So you have these 2 things at kind of opposite ends.
Opposing forces, yeah,
that you're kind of dealing with, especially when you're on a road like we were on a little mountain road essentially.
Some back neighborhoodish roads.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one very specific off camber 90-degree turn,
right,
like a 15 mile an hour speed.
There was
turn.
there was 15 mile an hour sign there. 15 mile an hour suggestion. I would say
gentle suggestion,
which we ignored. But they're very weird to drive, and it takes a while to get used to them.
Yeah, but imagine I can complete. This is one of those instances where it's all right, I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
because even when we were driving on those little roads, you could just imagine yourself knocking out hundreds and hundreds of highway miles,
right,
towing something and not even being concerned about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, this is another thing that I thought about when we were driving it was I think we spend a lot of time, or I do anyway, being a little bit snarky about driver aids, about driving a modern car.
I'm really glad you brought this up.
You need them in this. You need them because you forget how wide your hips are.
Right.
And you bump into shit.
Yeah.
Or, you need a backup cam, or you need these things. And I drove a dualie in the before times.
Right, when none of these aids existed.
And it was tough to not hit things.
Right. Yeah, one of the things that they mentioned during the presentation was that now the backup sensors cover the fender flares as well.
Right.
Because before they didn't. So they specifically called out people that were doing self-inflicted damage to their dualies.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I can see how you would do that.
Yeah, I mean, we almost ran over a very highly respected journalist in the parking lot.
He was waving us through. He told us to come through.
I know, and we were just, really?
Yeah.
But not stopping, just still going, really? Are you sure? Really? And then watching as he's like, as the fender flares are like scraping his back. Like, this seems like a bad idea.
That he told us to do.
Yeah, well, I didn't stop. Just kept going. But yeah, the other big headline thing about the 3500 is that they come with an available the Cummins diesel.
Yes.
With 1,000 pound-feet of torque.
Yes.
Which is insane, and it redlines at like 3,500 RPM.
Right.
It's a wild feeling engine. Like, it feels very strange.
Yeah.
At first, but then you're like, oh no, I could get used to this.
Right.
Like,
and I could drive. If I hit the gas pedal the right way, the earth will spin the opposite way, and the truck will stay still.
Yeah, it's very addicting.
Yeah.
Doing like really weird pulls in it.
Yeah.
And like even the way the transmission is tuned, it almost feels for a second like a CVT.
Right.
But it's not. It's like a 6. That one had the 6-speed, right?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah. So that I drove one of those. Yeah, that was the second one that I drove. Maybe I can't remember.
Yeah.
But basically, I put the hammer down. Like, it started going moderately, but then it kind of lagged a bit, and then boost came in, and it was this weird kind of seesaw of acceleration.
Yeah.
But then once it got going, forget about it. Like, you could pull houses across the street if you wanted to.
Right.
With that truck.
Right. Yeah, I think the thing is with those, I think they're not tuned for full throttle applications.
Not at all.
And so like when you get to full throttle or nearly full throttle,
right,
it's not linear.
Right.
I think from like 3/4 throttle to full throttle, like it's not linear. So like adding another eighth of a throttle isn't another eighth of the power.
Right,
sort of thing.
right,
like,
right. It's
comes
like
on,
half the power. Yeah.
Right. It's a really weird like journey through the travel of the pedal.
Journey through the acceleration of the Ram 3500.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing that I just thought of while we were driving it was the load capacity. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So this truck that we're showing on the YouTube right now, the 3500 dualie, the load capacity, what you can put in the bed.
Yeah.
This is not towing. This is what you can put in the bed of the truck. 7,600 pounds of cargo. That seems like a lot because it is. That is more than the combined weights of my car and your car put together.
Yep.
So you put an Infiniti M45 and you stack your R32 and your LED lights on top of it and your starter that doesn't fire every time. Whatever. And all the Werthers that come out of my old man sedan.
Yep.
Right?
And you could just drive it around like that.
Yeah, and there's like 200 pounds to spare. So like one of us.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it's so strange.
Right? It's
a weird feeling to drive it around, but it's also a very nice truck.
Yes.
Not cheap.
No. $90,000.
Yeah, it was $90,000 as it sat. But it also comes in like much, more basic trims than we had.
Speaking of basic trims, this is something we didn't get a chance to drive because we were really pressed for time, but this is a compelling thing. So this is the Ram 2500. They call this the Tradesman.
Right, the Tradesman is like the base trim with like the cloth seats and like it's a work truck sort of thing.
Yeah, but this has the Ram Power Wagon drivetrain.
Yeah.
So it's got the lift kit. It's got like all that awesome stuff that we loved, but it's just more basic on the inside. I think that's the truck to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we would have had
just
time
like
to drive
me,
it.
jacked on the outside and basic on the inside. Wait, I don't think I have that right. So one of those things is not true.
Oh, Ian. Yeah. So we spent some time in trucks. Oh, and last thing about the Ram trucks, they now have this thing called the what is it called, Ian?
I believe it's called the
called,
large interior.
No, I don't think so. What is it?
Oh, I remember. Mega Cab.
Yeah, they actually trademarked something called the Mega Cab,
which sounds like it should be coming to a town near you on Sunday.
Opening for Foghat this Sunday, Mega Cab
at the state fairgrounds.
Blue Oyster Cult, Mega Cab.
It is a very large cab.
It is. It's a big cab. The rear seats in the truck recline.
Fucking Mega Cab.
Mega Cab.
Yeah.
So there we go.
That's all we're going to say about that right now.
Let's move on to the Jeeps because we need to talk about the Jeeps.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Because that's why people are going to watch this anyway.
So we had 2 Jeeps.
We did.
I say we talk about the Wrangler first.
I think we should.
Okay.
So I got to drive the Wrangler, and it was a Wrangler Rubicon 2-door.
Yep.
With the 8-speed automatic transmission. They also have a manual available, obviously.
Right.
But the big thing is that this had the 4-cylinder turbo with the mild hybrid
technology.
Fucking hilarious to me.
Right?
Yeah. It was delightful.
It was tons of fun.
Yeah. It, like, anyone who puts especially angry eyes on that trim of Jeep is a sociopath.
Because you get in it and you smile. You can't be angry aggro Jeep with that.
Exactly. It's a sprightly, lovely, effervescent little thing.
Right.
It just feels like the way it accelerates is hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
It accelerates like your Vigan.
Yeah.
It's another one that like doesn't have, because the way the turbo boost builds doesn't have a linear pedal travel.
It's an on or off switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're either like, oh, are we accelerating yet? Or dear Jesus.
Right. And it's not laggy.
Right. No.
Really. Like the boost comes in from really low down.
Yeah.
It's just it is an on-off switch.
It is, and it's really fun.
Yeah, and the especially with the short wheelbase, I bet it feels a little more muted with the longer wheelbase one.
Yeah.
But that short wheelbase one is just like a riot.
It's a hoot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeeps should be about fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? It is a recreational vehicle.
Yeah.
It is fun. Like that, and that Jeep was really fun. Now,
it was great.
I do want to briefly talk about the mild hybrid technology, specifically the word mild.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen an automotive manufacturer diminish one of their offerings on purpose.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Yeah. I can't think of another example.
I mean,
I'm sure there is one.
Because like when like nobody says like, oh, well, this car has kind of part-time all-wheel drive.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
They say super handling all-wheel drive.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It'd be like Volvo being like, you'll probably survive.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird, but given the market share that they have, the demographics of the people that purchase Jeeps, I guess some research went into this. I would assume that they focus grouped the hell out of this.
Yeah.
That people were turned off by the idea of a hybrid Jeep.
It must be. And also, just overarching, I think what we're missing here is that working at Chrysler in the Chrysler marketing department for all of their brands must be crazy. It must be insane, right? Because think about Dodge. I may be dying. Think about Dodge. Like they have the Hellcat.
Right. They've got the Hellcat.
Yeah, I can't do that with my voice anymore.
The Hellcat.
And then there's
and the Demon
and Mega Cab, Ram, right?
And also the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid.
Right.
Do we need to pause and get you a handful of Ricolas?
I'm gonna be okay.
Are you though? Yeah, you know they and an Alfa Romeo 4C. You got to bang out pamphlets for all of these things.
Right.
You know?
Right. Like, I wonder if you're like the voice that you have to write in, like if one time somebody was like we had too many things going on and accidentally started writing in the Dodge voice.
Right. Yeah. This minivan will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it makes me think of a time back in the day, a buddy of mine. I have a story I can tell if you want to go get some Ricolas. Okay. Back in the day, a buddy of mine was in the military, and he was a PC support guy. And one day, people at the base that he was at just brought him a microwave to repair. Right? Okay, but to them it's like,
but he's PC support, so he should be able to do it.
Right, exactly. They were like, well, it plugs into the freaking wall.
I didn't know my grandmother was on a base. That's like something she would do.
It's like, yeah, somebody brought us a microwave, right? And like, so to them, like, it plugs into the wall, whereas like at Chrysler, FCA, they're like, well, they're all cars.
Right.
They're all cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are wildly different things, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, enough. Ian?
So before when I was dying.
Maybe you should just sit there and I should just talk at you the entire time.
Oh God, that'd be terrible.
Let's call it opposite F1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So thankfully you're not
for
dead.
Feelings one.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not dead.
I am not.
Okay.
Yet. But before I had a little bit of mega cab stuck in my throat, I think.
Yeah, we will not be doing any more shouting on the show this evening.
No more shouting.
Just gentle.
Yeah.
Bob Ross voice.
Uh-huh.
Happy little Jeeps.
Tea with honey.
Tea with honey. Ian.
Don't put angry eyes on your Jeeps.
Don't put
folks.
angry eyes on your Jeeps.
You're just telling on yourself.
They're fine as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we drove the Rubicon Gladiator pickup truck.
Yeah.
And I've never driven the old Comanche. Have you?
I have not.
No. I pulled up a picture of one because they're so cool. And they had some of the coolest like paint jobs for Jeeps, like the stickers and the colors were all really cool. Yeah. Also, I love it when like the official picture on Wikipedia, when those cars like have dents in it.
Well, look at the really problematic dent at the front of the door.
Yeah. Right. This one here. Yeah.
Where like the door was hit and folded back. That's not a good one.
But they were probably like, it's a Jeep, and just kicked it back into place.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have a picture of it up, but Jeep also put out a concept for the Gladiator of a two-door version.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They are going to make that.
Yeah.
I mean,
they absolutely are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to sell.
They're going to sell
billions
of these. Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's a good thing because it did drive nicely. Like you said, but also the thing that we were talking about when we were driving it was how many ways they could have screwed this up.
Right, but didn't.
Yeah, it would have been really, really easy to make this the ultimate poser mobile.
Yep, easily.
Like diluting the Jeep brand,
right,
and making it a shitty pickup like all at once.
They could have made it like the Explorer ST.
Yeah,
right.
It could have been a real disaster.
Yeah,
and it doesn't appear as though it is. It's really pretty awesome. Like I don't especially love Jeeps, and I don't especially love pickups. But for some reason, this works for me.
Yeah.
I kind of want one, and I can't explain why.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. You're having an automotive puberty moment.
Right. Like when I was like 8 and watching The Sound of Music, and Liesl gets caught in the rain, and I'm like, I don't know why this is my favorite scene, but it is.
I love it and want to watch it again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Ian, I love that so much. You had an automotive puberty moment with the Jeep Gladiator.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could explain why I'm in love with it, but I can't.
So it's got some cool stuff. Like let's talk about some of the stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a Jeep. And Jeep in their presentation, they were telling us this, which means that they are trying to get in front of people questioning the authenticity of this being part of the Jeep lineup.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
You can take the doors off. You can take the top off.
You could fold down the windshield.
Fold down the windshield, right?
Yeah.
The hardtop panels are called Freedom panels.
Again, the Chrysler marketing department
right.
is just an insane place to be.
That had to be something that they fired out at 4 a.m. between like Hellcat and Pacifica adverts. Okay. But it comes with a toolkit that stays in the Jeep that has everything that you need to do that, to take off the doors, to put the windshield down, to do everything with the top. And it even has like lockable storage in the floor where you can put like the pins, from the doors in, so you don't lose the pins.
Yeah.
It also has a wireless Bluetooth speaker that docks behind the rear seat. Yeah. That you can pull out, and you had the best insight about that.
I said at like the concourse at Pebble Beach in like 2099. Yeah, that's gonna be a hot ticket item to have with your Jeep Gladiator Rubicon.
Yeah, right. The judges are going to be looking for the Bluetooth speaker.
Does it turn on and pair to your antique thing that's still using Bluetooth for whatever reason?
Yeah, that would be the thing. Like, they not only do you have to have the 8-track player, you have to have on 8-track to play on it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so they're going to have to keep like my BlackBerry Priv, smartphone. Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, and the other thing too is like it's a pretty successful as a truck because it's for a mid-sized truck. It tows a lot. I think it was 7,500 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is actually really a lot, pretty good.
Yeah. And it's just a standard V6. Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah,
I really like it.
I'm fascinated that out of the two of us, you're the one who likes it more.
Yeah, I can't explain why. I really can't. And I had so much fun in that 4-cylinder Jeep. So it was delightful.
Yeah, the track rats enjoying Jeep products.
I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, when I was driving the Wrangler 4-door on ice in Georgetown, it was a blast.
Oh, I'm sure. I've done like donuts and driven through a really big snowstorm in one of those 4-door Jeeps before.
Right?
Yeah, they're. I mean, you just have this like sense of invincibility.
Absolutely.
When you're doing stuff like that in those cars. Yeah. It's great. I mean, they're terrible to drive on the road.
Right.
But they're so much fun when the pavement is no longer visible.
Right. Yeah.
We were talking about the name though, about Gladiator.
Yes.
I said that the rejected names included the Jeep Reese's because it's like you got chocolate and peanut butter. The other one was the Jeep Centaur.
Man horse. Okay.
And then the last one was the Jeep Mullet.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing in the front and another thing in the back. This does, however, bring me to an FMK Cars.
FMK Cars is the game that Ian and Dave play on the Team Clearcoat podcast. It's based on that classic, disgusting game, Fuck, Marry, Kill. But instead of playing it with people like gross people do, we play it with cars because they're not human beings. And we're not doing anything gross with them.
Yet. Today.
Ian, in this game, you're going to give me 3 cars. I'm going to give you back an F, an M, or a K. F means I drive it for a day. M means I marry it. Daily driver. K means I send it to the crusher immediately.
Correct.
All right, Captain, what do you got for me?
All right, so the Gladiator obviously was a person in the Roman times who fought for people's entertainment. Also, the entertainment of the day was mythology, right?
Yep.
Mythology, specifically Greek mythology that they repurposed, right?
Yes.
So, in a way, it was like the original pop culture reference. Okay. So this FMK Cars is called, Do You Like Movies About Gladiators? Cars with a twist from the original pop culture references, Roman mythology.
Okay.
So in this, you're going to get a car whose name has a Greek or Roman mythology tie.
Okay.
And then you're going to get a twist that's based on what happened with that person in mythology.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So there's going to be tasks.
Oh boy.
and all sorts of things, right? So the first car is going to be, and make sure you show the people, is going to be a Buick Apollo.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what that is.
All right.
Okay,
so Apollo, do you know who Apollo was?
No.
Okay, so Apollo, he was a busy man. He was a busy man. He was the god of sun, light, oracles, and knowledge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Healing, diseases.
There's more.
Music, poetry.
Okay.
Songs, dance, archery, herds and flocks, and the protection of the young. All right. So in other words, so this is your car. And you, my friend, just have lots of side hustles.
Okay.
You're gonna be the Uber driver who's like handing someone a card for his DJ thing, and we're like, oh well, I also do some massage on the side,
right?
And then I also,
light therapy.
Yeah, can you read my script?
Yep.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
You got lots of side hustles, and none of them intersect really.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So when you go out to do an errand, you got a bunch of other errands to run too that are just unrelated.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That's
so
really funny.
All right. So the next one is the Dodge Aries.
Okay.
So now the myth of Aries is real wild. Do you know about the myth of Aries?
No.
Okay, so he was a ram. So that's Aries is like the astrological.
Okay.
The Greek astrological.
Oh God, the worst car.
Yeah. And the myth around him is really strange. So it involves like a really bad stepmom, like a really evil stepmom.
Okay.
Who has like a Bond villain-esque plan to murder her twin stepchildren.
Oh dear God.
But instead of just like murdering them, she causes a famine.
Okay.
And then is like, oh, to fix the famine, we need to go to the Oracle.
Okay.
And then pays someone off to fake the Oracle message to say the way to stop the famine is to murder the children in a volcano. Right. It's a whole thing. Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
It's foolproof.
So
foolproof. What could go wrong? Well, what went wrong?
Who am I murdering?
You're not murdering anyone. Aries is the one who is sent by the gods to come and rescue these poor children who are about to get volcanoed for no reason.
Okay, all right.
And so Aries pulls off this very dramatic and successful rescue of these two innocent children.
Okay.
However, the daughter falls off his back while they're flying away, and she drowns and dies.
Oh no!
So every errand you run in this, everything you do, is half wildly successful and half tragic.
Okay.
Right. You're only coming back with half your groceries.
Right.
And the rest of them are going to be like dumped on a pigeon or something.
Right. I found the freshest, most delicious radish ever. But the mushrooms for the stew.
Yeah. Moldy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep. Okay.
It's going to be hot and cold every time you go out.
Okay.
Both things at once.
Okay.
All right. The last one is the Honda Odyssey.
Oh,
you can have
PETA's favorite car.
You can have any generation you'd like.
Okay.
The Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
All right.
What did Odysseus do?
Well, every journey you take takes way longer than it should.
Okay.
I mean, like 10 years too long, right?
Okay.
And this is going to be kind of I don't know how well you know your Odyssey.
Not well at all.
Okay. Well, there's the myth in the Odyssey. There's the section where he goes past the sirens. You know the sirens, right?
Yes.
The siren call to luring sailors to the rocks. Yep. And so he orders his men. He knows that that's going to happen, and so he orders his men to lash him to the mast of his ship.
Yes.
Because he wants to hear the siren song. So they all have wax in their ears.
Okay.
He does not, but he's tied to the mast. And he says, "Do not let me out, no matter what I say." And of course, he hears the song and it's beautiful and he wants to go investigate. He wants to go look.
He's like, no, seriously, I want to go.
But I wasn't serious before. You got to untie me. And so they tie him tighter.
Okay.
And until he starts to frown, because he's no longer under the influence of the sirens, then they untie him and so they make it past.
Okay.
With him being able to hear.
Okay.
And so whenever you see or hear an advertisement for a candy or bike shop, your seatbelt gets very tight.
Okay.
It just reels you right in.
Okay.
Like it kind of takes your breath away.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Ian.
All right. So you got the Buick Apollo with the side hustles.
Yes. Okay.
The Dodge Aries with things are going to go well and bad all at the same time. And then the Honda Odyssey. Everything's going to take longer, and you can't go to candy or bike shops without getting asphyxiated.
Okay. I am absolutely killing the Aries because not only is that a garbage car, for the love of God.
Uh-huh.
For a day, I'm going to drive the Honda Odyssey.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And, get suffocated anytime I drive past a candy store.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I like
or a bike shop, which is going to be often in Denver.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Uh-huh.
We have bike shops in bike shops out here.
That's true.
And then I am going to marry the Apollo.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to be the side hustle guy.
All right.
Yeah. And also look at the Apollo.
It's going to look like you have sponsorship because you're just going to have advertisements for all your different businesses on the outside of it.
Ian, I have ADD. I think that's suited well to me.
Yeah, it's true. As evidenced by the fact that every time I come over here, the blanket fort is slightly reconfigured.
There's reasons, Ian.
I know there are. I don't question them. I mean, I appreciate it. It's just funny.
I'm a tinkerer. Ian.
Yep.
Yeah. What would you do?
I don't know. I think you've chosen very well.
Okay. I mean, you have to kill the Aries, right?
Well, and part of it is like the Aries, the twist with that is just so unpredictable because you don't know what's going to go well and what's not going to go well. It's like getting what you want by wishing on a cursed monkey's paw, right?
Right.
It's essentially the same thing.
Right.
They rescued the children, but one of them fell off and drowned because I sent a fucking flying ram to do it.
That's it. Oh, you solve all your problems with the flying ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Greek gods, man. They were some just idiotic geniuses. I got it. Flying ram.
Yeah. 2 words. Flying ram.
How are the kids gonna hang on to the fly? Shut up. Can you send a flying ram? No, you can't.
I got my boy Aries here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, Ian. Nice.
Glad you like that. Okay. That one was fun.
I love that one. Okay. Ian, I hate to do this.
Oh, no.
Okay. Eric in Illinois sent us an email.
Oh, okay. Is it troubling?
A voicemail.
Oh, no.
This is the part where I have less innocence in my life now because I've been exposed to it, but you don't know what it is yet.
Oh.
So I'm going to watch your innocence vanish before our very eyes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So he has a voicemail. Let's start by playing the voicemail, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. Let's drag this over to VLC, and here we go.
Hey guys, it's Eric in Chicago. I was just commuting to work today, listening to your podcast, which is not the worst crisis of the day, but
but it is on a crisis.
Yeah, it's not the problem, but it is a problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
The minor one. And I saw what I think might be the most thorough Carstanza I've ever seen. It was a Kia Amante that I had to Google because I couldn't remember what that turd's name was called. And it was completely cosplayed Carstanza as a Jag S-Type. From the leaping Jag badge on the trunk lid, to the hood ornament, to the center caps on the wheels. and I'm just really confused at the money and effort it took to make your crappy Kia look like one of the crappier modern Jaguars. I'm not quite sure where to go from here, and I'm questioning everything. If you can help, thanks. I will send pictures over. My intern, luckily, got some while we were next to him at a red light.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So the Kia, so this is full-blown crisis, okay? Kia Monte, here's the picture, okay? Kia made this when the Jag was popular, when the Jag S-Type was popular.
Correct.
Just to try to horn in on the Jag appeal.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do like his point, though, and I completely agree, because that was my first thought of, like, why would you want to fake that Jag, the
right?
worst Jag ever?
Right. So, here's a Jag S-Type. Here's the Kia Amante.
Right.
Right? They're obviously trying to fake the Jag.
Here's the thing. I think the Kia is better looking.
Well, I mean, you're wrong, but fine. But okay.
I hate that narrow grille on the Jag. I don't understand why they did that. It looks so weird.
It does. It does look weird.
I've driven one of those.
Me too.
Yeah, because my grandfather had one.
Yeah. Remember, my buddy Eric had one for a while.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the car, S-Type. I can't fit in the passenger seat.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Okay, so we got to show the pictures that Eric sent.
I'm so excited
because these are what's happening. What's happening?
It's trying to Google.
Oh
Siri,
yeah,
search.
Yeah, let's just do a
Siri new tab.
Siri new tab. Okay, there's the front of it.
Oh, fantastic!
With the Jaguar logo on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I love it.
Okay. All right. Here's the second one. Jag center caps on the hubcaps. Okay. And then lastly, I think this will be the rear with a Jaguar logo on the back.
Oh my God.
So somebody is like, this is pathological. This is like, this person needs to be found and stopped. Like this is like the automotive enthusiast equivalent of like the messed up kid in the neighborhood that's like been killing cats. Okay, I am obviously it's bad that it's happening, but I am concerned about the individual that brought that into the universe.
Right, because then what's next?
Right. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next, Ian? What is this person going to do?
Right. It's like instead of doing like a Fiero kit car to make it look like a Countach.
Right.
Like you do a Fiero kit car to make it look like a Gremlin.
Right. Because you're not picking something good. Ian,
it's really funny.
What is this person doing? You're laughing. I am shook. Eric sent this a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I've been pining for the moment that we could do this, because it's been weighing on my soul, Ian.
I think it's really funny.
No, it's awful.
In like the same way that like, you know, a tragedy is very, very funny.
No, it's so bad.
It's probably because I was just reading a bunch of Greek mythology.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so your meter is way off.
No, yeah, it's horrendous. But the thing is that part of the thing with Carstanza, I think that gets to me anyway, is when I feel like they're ruining something that I care about.
Right.
And because I don't care about either of those cars, it's kind of funny to me.
It falls into the amusement category.
Right, yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't care that they're cheapening the stock of the Jaguar S-Type because it's already awful. So what difference does it make?
So, okay. All right. So what happens when this person takes their car to Costco to get new tires for it? And they're like, what kind of car is it?
I'm sure he like looks around and is like, it's a Kia Monte. Right?
I'd hope so, but obviously we're dealing with a very irrational person here. And irrational people do not make rational decisions, Ian.
It's fantastic.
You are only approaching this from a place of rationality.
I mean, yeah, I agree that this is a pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to put $1 in the swear jar because I'm about to make an analogy to our president.
Okay.
With the signs were all there when he
Right.
came down the fucking escalator and announced his candidacy, right?
Right.
But the thing is that because it was so far removed from anything that I cared about yet,
Right.
like there was no way he was actually going to do any of the crazy shit he was saying.
Right.
It was funny, right? Like
Right.
it was in
Right.
2015.
It was kind of funny.
It was very funny
Until
it got real, and
Right.
until this person gets their hands on a real car and tries to do like a real fake, it's going to be funny, and then I was going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have been laughing at that.
the whole time.
Right.
Right.
That's
That's a really good analogy.
This car is Donald Trump in like 2013 talking
Yeah.
about running for president.
Yeah. I've got a Kia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got a Jaguar.
Uh-huh.
It's the best Jaguar ever made.
Mm-hmm. The S-Type is the biggest and the best.
It's the biggest and best Jaguar that they ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I got such a deal on this Jaguar.
Yep, exactly. So that's what that is what this car is. It is Donald Trump's political career circa 2013. It's if you extrapolate, it's troubling.
Yeah.
But on the face of it, it's pretty fucking funny.
Eric, I cannot thank you enough for sending this in.
Uh-huh. That's pretty that's an amazing spot.
Okay.
Because I probably would have looked at that and been like, S-Type, and just like went about my day.
Okay. Eric, I feel sorry for you, because, like you said, you had to Google to figure out what the shit Kia was called. Yeah. Just like
Man.
rage typing into Google. The Kia that looks like a Jaguar in her. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you put that together because I would have, again, it just would have been in and out.
Oh, I would have spotted that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Speaking of people that have no idea what they're doing,
Uh-huh.
our buddy Joe Hammers, everybody needs to follow him on Instagram, Joe Hammers. He has been out and about in his home state of Kansas, right? And he has been documenting the vanity plate insanity scene in Kansas. All right. So we are going to look at some vanity plates that Joe has sent to me. He will send me these and he'll be like, my eyes or no? And everyone is like, yes, this is a my eyes. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me show the people here. All right. So first up, we have, oh God, how do I use the internet again, Ian? All right. Ian, it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Listeners, for the license plate just says God Jeep. GODJEEP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's on like a Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
From like the early to mid 2000s, I guess.
Yeah. God Jeep. What are they saying? What are they doing? What is this all about?
I don't know. It's amazing though. I love it. I love the idea too that like God gives a shit about what you drive.
Right. Because he doesn't have anything else to worry about.
Nothing at all.
Right?
Nothing at all.
Right? He did say that he did have an encounter with the owner of this vehicle when he was taking a picture.
Oh, really?
And I asked how it went, and he said that the guy said something like, how are you doing? And Joe said, fine, buddy, but I don't understand why you got to be so theocratic.
Oh my God. How did that go?
What? Joe is he's a street photographer. He has this sense and this ability to walk in and out of vignettes of humanity and capture incredible images.
That's amazing, though.
He's a day walker. I mean, like he's
Right.
a god amongst men.
That's hilarious.
God Jeep.
And he confronted them.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. All right.
And lo, be sure that you name your Jeeps and your SUVs
after me.
my own self.
So when the God Jeep breaks down,
Yeah, that's a good question.
right?
Yeah. Gabriel Towing comes, I guess.
Yeah. All Jeeps are fallible, whereas our Lord is not. So here's another one he saw. This one, not a good time.
Oh, wow.
Not a good time for this kind of license plate. It's on a Chevy Equinox, and the license plate says Bomb Mom. BOMBMOM.
Yeah, wow.
This is a license plate that 15, 20, 30 years ago would have been kind of funny. Like, I'm a bomb mom. Like, it's the bomb.
Right, yeah.
Now is not the time for this kind of vanity plate.
It is it is not. It's pretty funny. Again, pretty funny.
Are you asking us to do this to a mother? You shouldn't be doing that. This is not a proposal.
Again, I'm in Greek mythology headspace, so this just seems like something that someone would ask Zeus to do.
If you
he would send an exploding snail or some shit.
If you had this as your license plate, all right, I think at some point you could just take it to the DMV, slide it across the desk, and they would just give you a plate.
Right.
Like another plate. Not even a word. No fees are exchanged.
Yep. Just a little nod.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yep. We knew you'd be here. We've been waiting for you. Yeah. I also like to think, too, that maybe, like, the mom's spouse bought this for them.
Right. As like a Christmas present or birthday present or something.
But I always am immediately skeptical of that sort of shit, right? Like whenever you see someone wearing like a Promise Keepers shirt or something like that, or something that says like, I love my wife.
Right.
My wife is so beautiful. You're like, oh, you're cheating on the regular, right? Like
you're hiding some shit.
Yeah.
Right?
You protest way too much.
Right. Yeah, this is the person that just walks around like, I haven't robbed a bank.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Bomb mom. The last one is not a vanity plate.
I'm surprised that they let her do it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is a My Eyes that Joe sent us. All right. It's a Toyota Tundra pickup truck. A gentleman named Gene is advertising his house buying service. It's just a phone number, and it says Gene buy house on the
That is how you pronounce it too. Gene buy house.
Gene buy house. Stop foreclosure. I applaud Gene's brevity. And I do love that, like, when you read it, you just read it in that voice. Gene buy house.
Yeah.
It makes you think that the transaction of him buying the house isn't going to be drawn out.
Right. It's also very confusing because, like, it's like he decided on a font size before he decided on the message he wanted to say or something.
Right. Yeah.
Also, he restricted himself to the rear door. It's a pickup truck.
You've got a lot of real estate to work with, Gene.
You got the whole bed.
Gene has budget.
Yeah. This is the automotive equivalent of the one coworker you have who writes the whole email in the fucking subject line.
Yes.
Right? Yes. That's what this is. You have the whole bed of the truck for your messaging, Gene.
Joe, thank you for sending these to us.
Yeah.
For the love of God. Hammers.
Gene by house.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I mean, you gotta at least call Gene and see what's up.
I mean, it's gonna be a short phone call.
Right.
Yeah. I buy a house.
And I think you could really only respond with, okay.
Yeah.
What price?
Yeah. Just a lot of shouting, like monosyllabic words at each other, and then a Tundra shows up and someone hands you a check.
Right.
It's a great business model, to be honest.
I think Gene only has speakerphones. Like he doesn't have handsets or headsets.
Yep.
He
Only speakerphones. We're painting a real picture of this guy. You're right. He only talks on speakerphones in public places for sure. Yes. He definitely takes phone calls in the stall.
Absolutely.
And we're 100%. He types the whole email into the subject line, and then leaves like a thing. And like the only thing in the body of the email is "Thank you, Gene."
Sent from my iPad.
Sent, yes. Sent from my iPad. Yep. Oh. To be, and for everyone else out there,
so hard about Gene, I'm getting sweaty.
Get it together, Gene. To IT people, like sent from my iPhone is like the funniest like email signature block ever.
Yes.
I laugh every time I see it. Like, you idiot, you don't know how to change that?
Oh my God. Gene, you buy house, we laugh.
Dave Ian laugh. Gene buy house.
Gene make happy.
Ian Dave do show.
I mean, it's like shouting Tarzan speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Gene buy a house.
It's amazing.
Oh man. Okay, sorry.
What is next?
Yeah, we got to move on.
We got to move on.
I just want to riff on Gene.
Gene buy house.
Okay, so we've got
the whole thing with Gene.
We've got your buddy Lex, whose parents saw awesome cars.
Yeah. So
UK.
Lex's mom, I think I'm getting that right, is from Germany.
Okay.
And so they were traveling at home and saw a Trabant race car for Spec Trabant Racing, which is awesome.
How sweet is that?
Yeah.
Right? Look at how much room is left on the trailer for that thing.
I love that.
It's adorable.
I want to go Spec Trabant Racing.
Yeah.
Like more than anything. I never knew that I wanted to do that.
Right.
But I want to do that.
Look at those rear like little fender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it must be like an endurance team too. There's 4 drivers.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. I feel sorry for Steven. His name really got chopped off there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. I love it so much.
Yeah, that's adorable. So thank you, Lex's
wheels.
Mom, for. I know they've got some legit build into this too.
Trabi Motorsport.
Yeah,
it's so great.
It looks clean, man.
Yeah, I mean
when
clean
they
as a Trabant can be.
Yeah, I mean when they collide, they're only doing like 6, right?
Right. Yeah, and just a cloud of 2-cycle smoke. You know.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nice. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. We had
some more stuff from Ike, right?
I think so. We got something from our buddy Mark.
Okay.
Hello, Mark. Okay, this is some cars with a sense of humor about themselves. I love it when people lean into the slow aspect of their cars that other So here's a picture of a Subaru Impreza wagon that is not the WRX, right? So it's just a 2.5 liter. It's not that fast, especially at altitude. And this person has peppered stickers on it, moving as fast as I can, not fast, just loud, hilarious, right? I love that because more than likely, you have that car, people are going to try to race you because they think every WRX is out for blood, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you just get in front of that, you put stickers on it about how it's slow, and there you go. Also, the license plate is kind of funny. It says LOL 4x4, but I mean, technically that is a 4x4 because it's all-wheel drive, but
yeah.
I see what you're saying there. You're saying, I don't need an SUV to get around in Colorado.
Right. I'm a big believer in under promise, over deliver.
Absolutely.
Personally.
Yeah.
Very personal. Okay, continue.
Here's another one that he saw. It's a Toyota Prius that has a license plate that says, okay, fine. And the sticker, the one that I always love seeing on Priuses is the sweet Prius said no one ever.
Right, yeah, the self-deprecating Prius owner.
Right.
It's a very particular subgenre of Prius owner.
Yeah, how can you not enjoy that. I mean, if you have to receive a Prius, you might as well receive it in this manner, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And of course they have the share the road cycling license plate variant because absolutely they bike. They bike a lot. They have the International Mountain Biking Association sticker on their car.
See, I would have not known what any of that was.
Yep.
I just assumed it was some sort of weird sex cult thing.
Yeah, so let's paint a picture about this individual.
They
Cyclist,
like beer.
obviously, they like beer, right? They've got an Odell Brewery, Colorado thing.
Avery Brewing.
Then Avery Brewery. They have some kind of Chicago tie. They like the Cubs.
Right.
Or maybe just a WGN kid.
Right, yeah.
Right? And, And a somewhat sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But they put stickers on their car.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're not going to make a Prius worse.
Just bad OPSEC, man.
Yeah.
Look at how much we learned about Gene.
True. We
That
learned
was just that was just his occupation and phone number.
all from 3 words, man. We managed to get that. Let's see here. We have something from Ike. Okay. This is a Desert Runner
Oh, it's a Nissan Frontier
with a Ford badge on the back.
That is the laziest car stanza I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I also don't understand that one at all.
Right. Because who is that for and why?
Right.
With the Jaguar Kia, they're trying to deceive people, including themselves.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like this must be some sort of America thing.
You know what? That very well could be a America thing.
And you know what? Maybe the people that's for would be fooled by that.
Right.
Like maybe that's enough.
Right.
But it looks lazy.
Or I think this is like that story Mr. Regular told on our show about the guy that brought he had to bring his wife's lunchbox to work.
Yeah.
Right? That one day. And he went around telling everyone that it was his wife's and not his.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I think that this guy was issued a Nissan for work. Obviously, it's a work vehicle.
Okay.
It's got a safe driving sticker.
So you think whenever he gets one of these cars from the pool, he goes in the back and puts a Ford badge on it?
I think he was assigned it. Okay, so it's either his truck or he just grabbed a Ford badge and glued a magnet to the back of it and puts it on every one that he gets.
Right,
for the
that's
day.
what I'm thinking.
Right? Yeah.
America.
Weird, man. Yeah, people are weird, man.
That's a super weird one.
Yeah. Oh, God. Let's see. What else do we got? You have an
FMK cars.
I do have an FMK cars for you. So this kind of ties back to something we were talking about earlier in the show, the Jeep.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk just for a minute. I'm going to bring up just the camera so it's just you and I, Ian.
Oh.
Okay. Let's talk about
intimate.
An interesting aspect of Jeep culture. The Jeep Wave. What do you know about the Jeep Wave?
I know it's how the Jeep owners signal to each other that they are DTF. In a really short-handed way. Okay. That's it. That's all I know.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I think I have that completely right. That's 100% accurate.
You just threw me. I don't even know where to go from there. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
But for anybody who doesn't know, there's this subculture of Jeep owners where they are instructed to wave at each other. You see another Jeep, you wave at it.
Correct.
Right? And there's some other cars that do this as well, Mini Coopers, stuff like that.
Yep.
Right? But as I was kind of investigating some things about the Jeep Wave, I actually found a Jeep Wave scoring site and like some forum posts that said like, I only wave at other modified Wranglers.
Oh,
I don't wave
okay.
at Compasses or Liberties.
Well, yeah, okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Right? So people like taking, opinions about where their waves are going to begin and where they're going to end.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just for the love of God.
Yeah.
Okay? Either wave or don't. Just Jesus Christ. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this FMK cars is called... That was me coughing. Okay, here it is. Here's the title, Ian. Hi! Hello! Hey there! Hola! Greetings! Oh, this is fucking exhausting. Jeep waves. All right. So in this, you're going to have a truck. You're going to have a vehicle. You're going to have a behavior that you have to do in a set of circumstances. All right?
All right.
Okay. So first up, Ian, I'm going to give you a Jeep. I'm going to give you a very specific Jeep.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the Jeep Golden Eagle.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. So this is a cool-ass Jeep with a cool-ass hood.
Like that guy right there?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I have only known, I didn't know about the new one, actually. I only knew, that's what I was picturing.
Okay,
right
yeah. Let's give you the CJ5.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Oh, God. Where's this link taking us, Ian? Okay.
Oh, it's the Bring a Trailer. Okay.
All right. There we go. Okay. So, no, we're not going to let you send us notifications website. Okay. All right. You have to wave at every other Jeep, including Liberties, Compasses, etc.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Up next, Ian, I'm going to give you a BMW X5M.
Oh, God.
Okay?
All right.
All right? Every
Could have
time.
been worse.
Okay, your BMW will automatically connect via LinkedIn with the owner of every other BMW you see while you're driving.
It would be fucking LinkedIn. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A Bluetooth headset, the single ear model, may appear on your ear at random intervals.
Okay. Yeah.
It definitely will.
Yeah. That car is like just the personification is not the we need a car sonification. It's the car sonification
I like car sonification.
of
That's
a LinkedIn power user.
This is the person, this car is the person that instead of sending you a call, a text, or an email, sends you a message through LinkedIn to communicate with you. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Someone sent me a LinkedIn message like years ago. Right? It was like, hey, you
You get
blah, blah,
emails
blah.
about it every week since.
I've deleted my account.
I did too.
Yeah.
At some point, I didn't know that I did. I must have because I am not on there. Turns out.
And I was like, what is this message? Who sent me this?
That's so funny.
Yeah. Okay. So lastly, Ian, all right, I am going to give you a Range Rover Velar.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the P340 version. So you're going to get some power.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's kind of give it the P there. All right, let's look for images. It's a pretty Range Rover.
Yeah.
All right?
I like the Velar. It looks cool.
Okay. Ian, in this one, when you are sitting at a stoplight in traffic, your current net worth, bank balance, and credit card debt flash. The info flashes on your rear window for everybody to see.
Oh God. That's horrendous.
But you get a Velar.
Yeah, which I'm crushing. OPSEC, man.
OPSEC.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm crushing that. That's terrible.
Okay. What if it was just your current net worth?
No. No, I don't even like knowing that information. I'm gonna crush that,
Okay.
and then I will for a day be a LinkedIn douche.
Oh, an LID?
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna be a real lid,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna marry the
Golden Eagle?
The Golden Eagle, because first of all, it's a rad little Jeep,
Right, right.
and second of all, I'm not precious about Jeep culture, so
Right.
It doesn't really bother me that much.
Right.
The Liberty exists. Like, I understand why it exists.
Right, right.
I don't think it's the same thing as a Wrangler because it's not.
Right,
obviously.
exactly. But you're not taking personal offense to it,
Right.
to its existence.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sure I'll die in a rollover accident within, I don't know, 6 hours or so.
I think you're right. And I think you've chosen very well.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
you do the same thing?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Living that LinkedIn life? No way.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
That's a good one. I like that.
Well,
I think we did a car show.
I think we did. I'm glad that you're still amongst the living, Ian.
Thank you. Yeah, it was weird. I was fine all day, and then something jarred loose in there.
Oh, gross.
I think doing the mega cab bit might have shook something loose.
True. You mean you weren't yelling at your children with that velocity?
No, I
At
was.
home?
I was not. I try to avoid that.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you enjoyed listening to me cough for an hour, you can find more about us at teamclearcoat.com.
Absolutely.
You can call us.
Yes, you should call the hotline. If you see a car posing, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a sheep in wolf's clothing, whatever. If you see somebody slapping Jag badges on their goddamn Kia, and you've had to do some rage Googling like Eric did, then you know what? You call us.
You do.
We won't be there for you, but we'll play it later. You can call us at 720-515-1391.
Yes, do that. You can also send us an email, teamclearcoat@gmail.com. We're on the media's social.
Send us your FMK cars. We'll play them on the show.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe, for the vanity license plates and us trying to imagine how Bomb Mom navigates her life. Yeah.
And we can also announce, I think, officially. So this is episode 191.
191.
And so that means that we are approaching episode 200. We'll open next week's show with this.
Yeah.
Because we are going to be smarter and not do it right at the end.
Right.
We are going to do a special event for our episode 200. If you're in Colorado or going to be passing through Denver, on Tuesday, June 18th, we are going to try to do this nonsense in front of people.
Yeah.
For no good reason.
Live.
And it'll be at Unser Karting and Events. There'll be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. All you can race for $45.
Yep. All you can race karting for $45 for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal. And then afterwards, we're going to do the show from the bar. We're going to take over the bar area and do our nonsense.
Yep.
There'll be prizes for people with fastest lap times, and we'll play some games with the audience and stuff. It should be fun.
Yeah. So we want to celebrate our 200th episode with the people that helped us get there.
Yeah.
Our listeners.
Yeah. So if you are in Colorado, please mark off Tuesday, June 18th from 6 to 10 on your calendar.
Yes, please. We'll do all the media social, you know.
And that event is sponsored by Haggerty. We should mention that. Whoops.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it'll be at Unser Karting Events, and they've been awesome helping us get that put together. And then sponsored by Haggerty. So if you're a Haggerty Drive Club member, you should be getting some information about that as well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
We're really excited about it, and we can't wait to see everybody. Mm-hmm. And we would just love to have people turn out for that.
Yep, people can see how this all comes together or not live, and we're not at all nervous about it.
How worried are you that one of us is going to have to go to the bathroom during the show?
I mean, it's like a 50% chance at this point. It's a real Aries situation.
Also, you're right, an Aries situation. Also, we're doing the podcast from 9 to 10. When am I going to hit the wall and get real sleepy?
9:15
in front of an audience,
right? Especially since you have just carted for 3 hours,
right? Yeah. Here's the part where Dave curls up like a cat to take a nap.
Yeah, and then there's also going to be the tension of like Dave's going to be like trying to set up equipment, and I'm going to be like, but karting. Can we go karting?
This is when you need to start pulling the like, I'm really bad at it, so I can't help you with it anyway kind of thing.
I need to start laying those seeds now, like messing up settings on the mixer and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
I shrunk the sweater. I guess I can't do laundry.
I'm not supposed to put 15 scoops of coffee for a 3-ounce pour? What?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tuesday, June 18th, episode 200.
Yeah.
Craziness.
I know, right?
We love you.
We absolutely do.
We did a car show.
We did a car show.
I am going to go to bed.
Yeah, please get better.
Thank you. Thank you for tea.
We love you, everybody.
Goodbye.